He wasn't talking to me.
Man, oh man. We're here once again.
Here we are.
Wow.
Back at it.
I think we're about comfortable now, aren't we?
We choose the best.
Always been comfortable.
We choose the best day to do these things, man. Just Friday.
Friday, field trip day.
I got nothing going on there.
Man,
It's a good way to end the week.
Sure is. You know, nice little glass. I don't even drink whiskey, but you know.
You know what's funny?
You were lying.
If we did a podcast,
This is right here. You already drank it once.
Fridays.
if we did, listen.
Oh, okay.
If we did the podcast on Mondays,
Thank you.
fellas. Wow.
He wants attention. Let's give it to him. Give him the floor. Chris, floor.
Got it.
And I don't know.
I bet if we did our podcast on Mondays, our CEOs, their mindset or their mentality, or maybe I think it'd be a lot different.
Did you say our CEOs?
You know, Mondays are like those days where you
like-
gotta wrap everything up. You're like, oh,
this
we need
is
to get
off
shit
on
together.
Mondays.
You know what I mean?
I work Mondays.
Yeah, I feel you, but I mean, yes and no.
Yes and no, yeah.
When you're an owner, you work every day, unfortunately.
I bet his phone don't
It's in your
stop.
mind.
I bet his phone
yeah.
don't stop.
So don't.
No.
And there ain't no slipping in on Fridays. You trying to get a walk in today?
He said something about sleeping in.
What?
Was that at me?
I don't think you heard me correctly. I said ain't no walking in.
Yeah,
No
but
walk-ins Fridays. You trying to walk in? Ah man.
Chris, he thought you said sleeping in.
Yeah, none of that.
It hit home for him, so.
Most of the time it's because I can't hear my alarm. I can't hear shit. I promise. I'm like 80% gone in the ears. I swear to God.
And he refuses to put hearing aids on.
Because
Is the
listen, I
craziest
got a
thing.
set of dope.
His
hearing
hand
aids.
is broke right now, and he refuses to get an X-ray.
Well, stuff goes down in the
If
Ville.
it's just like one of those things you tell him to do it. Now he ain't gonna do it.
Don't do it.
What did I tell you?
Good time. Sorry guys, we just had a life alert, but we're back.
The shit was going down. We're back. We're live.
Yeah.
Almost had a hurricane.
My bad.
And
Who we got?
Episode
Who we got?
6.
Alright.
With my guy. Matter of fact, we're gonna have you introduce yourself today.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Well, I'm Ramiro, the barber.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
them what your last name
Yes,
is.
sir.
I love
Ramiro
that.
Torres, but people know me by Ramiro, the barber.
What's the shop talking about? What?
That's the point you want to get to, though.
I bet they got a lot.
Is you're known as Ramiro the barber.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's legit.
This
Yeah.
is real shop talk today.
So when I get my hair cut, my bad for interrupting, but when I'm in his chair, I'm sitting there thinking, we'll talk or whatever. Sometimes I like to go and I'll just sit there and kind of be quiet. But like the stories that they probably heard, you know how many heads them dudes cutting?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they've seen people, heard stories, all sorts of
Well,
crazy
because we're
stuff.
not only a barber. We're
No,
like your
but that's
personal
separated.
therapist.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, we hear yeah.
he sees about so much different types of dandruff a day.
All
I'm
that.
guessing.
Drive.
Barber talk is different, man.
Yes, I love
You gotta
it.
kill the
Cover
dead.
all the bases.
You gotta kill the dead air, and unfortunately, that's what you get.
Absolutely.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Did it. So yeah.
You know what though? I got introduced to like an actual barber from my homie Joey about 8 years ago. As far as like, hey, because I've known Ramiro since high school, but I didn't know he was like in it like that. So once he was like, "Yo, you need to go see my buddy Ramiro," I never went back. I'll go a week, 2 weeks, looking terrible if my barber is out of town. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Are you the same way?
Yeah. Quick question for you. So you obviously know when someone changes barbers,
Oh, absolutely.
it's like breaking up with your significant other.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
cheating.
So do you
Yeah.
act like the significant other? If someone's like, "Yo, man, I actually went here," you're like, "What?" Do you hit him with that like?
He could tell the next time he's in his chair if he's had his hair cut or not.
I'm probably the most humble.
You hit them with that like, "No, that's cool, man,"
No,
and
that's
they
awesome.
and they were like, "Man, I was
Did they
hoping
do you
I was
right?
hoping you
Start asking them questions.
I was hoping you
Like-
were gonna get mad." Like, I mean,
Yeah, and then I get down to the nitty gritty. Like
now they come back whenever you don't
Yeah,
care.
let me see. What's their social?
Yeah, what shop?
Where'd they go to
You
high
gotta
school?
tell me who did it. But
They got-
What shop?
You can break it down.
What shop is it? What's his name?
What's the
Yeah.
street?
Small little kids to see if I can get it. Yeah.
So have you ever been had a client and all of a sudden the next week they come in and sit in somebody else's chair and you're like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've done that though because he was.
You did that to my fucking barber, bro.
I sure did.
You did that to my barber.
But it was just that.
I gotta have that fucking conversation every time I sit in the chair now.
Really? He really
No, I
talks about
don't.
it?
No, I'm just trying to make you feel bad.
No, but
it-
I just sat down that one time. It's just
Honestly, if that happens, it's because I'm too busy.
Yeah.
You know.
But everyone cut. So argument to that is everyone has different hair, everyone cuts different, everyone has different tools that they use to cut hair.
Absolutely.
So if he has different hair than me, someone that they cut the way they cut, and then someone else cuts the way they cut. I mean, unfortunately,
It's a
dude
real
was
thing.
out of town, so you had to get into a different chair. So you were just like, "Damn, dog."
Found a new home, but it's in the same home. If that
It's,
makes sense.
it's
It was.
You know,
It
it's
go,
a
I mean,
process.
it pays the chair.
fucking with his homeboy apparently.
Yeah.
You're just 3 seats down now. No big deal.
Hey,
Hey, can you stop blocking the view?
At least they're doing it right, you know.
they're doing it right, man.
They're staying in the same building.
Yeah, they're gonna say. So let me tell you this.
You're
though.
staying at the same strip club. I mean, you're not doing anything crazy.
Different chick.
Different
Today
lap dance.
Today it's cinnamon, and tomorrow it's somebody else.
It's pepper.
But
Yeah.
why do most barbershops not cut females then?
Oh,
That I've
I-
noticed.
I cut females.
Yeah, I know you do, but
But
like,
most females don't
fe-
come in for. If they do come in, it's for something specific.
Well, it's because they have braids and they get the
Yeah.
sides cut if they go to a barbershop.
Exactly.
Or
Girls
a
with
barbershop
undercuts
will
or
have
shorter
a woman
haircuts.
in there
Yeah.
that
They'll come
actually,
in.
or they'll have a woman in there that
I think it's
actually
funny
does
whenever a
wigs and
female
everything
comes into
else.
your shop
Paper,
and the conversation somewhat changes.
Shift.
Yeah, it does. I see it. Yeah,
That's when you got the
Yeah.
the phrase.
You're
We
like-
got company.
yeah, we got
You
company,
hear
man.
we got company. We got to tone it down a bit.
Hey, we'll be in there posted up, arguing, cussing each other out, talking about all sorts of stuff. A female walks in, all of a sudden it's
You
like,
have to switch it up.
so.
It's part of the
Have y'all
business.
seen that? Have y'all
Well,
seen that video when the female walks into the barbershop? Everybody like,
Oh yeah.
Depends on the female.
Depends on the female.
But yeah, at my barbershop, they just walk all the way to the back and there's a little separate room. They have the hairstylist in there. She does the wigs and everything, the braids, yeah.
See, they like
That's
their
the specialty.
They like privacy.
But if you have that at your barbershop, that's like a competitive advantage.
It is to an extent. It is. It is.
I mean, you as an owner are just getting that chair
So
rent,
you have women
but you'll also
Or-
get that movement, that traffic.
Actually, you've had some females, I believe.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you own a barbershop, to me, the atmosphere is like the biggest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old school barbershop is the feel I like, where you can see each other and interact with each other. There's high-end barbershops where they don't interact with anybody.
That's weird to me.
You're in your own separate station.
like a business?
And it's like a business, like a woman's spa. I'd hate to compare the two, but
Yeah.
it's literally like more like a salon than it is
Yeah.
a barbershop. Because in an old school barbershop, you have all the old barbers and then everybody's talking.
Do they call themselves
Everybody.
a barbershop
Everybody.
though? At the salon you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, they'll call it a barber. It's
'Cause
like
I feel like
scissors
if you-
and scotch.
Yeah.
Scissors
That's
and
not a
scissors.
barbershop.
No
That's
mean
what,
that
that's
they
literally
rock,
what
but
I was thinking
Never
about.
been there.
That
that's
is not a
what they try to
barbershop.
portray is that that's what they do, but that's not what they do. That's
They
what
just got flat
cosmetologists
screens
do.
and a free 12 ounce for you.
Have you ever, let me ask you this, as an owner, I like to shop my competition. Just to see what they're doing. Have you ever, yeah, I would like to.
But
like
the thing is, I'm not in competition with them.
no, I get
Bro,
it.
if
Yeah,
you
no,
shop
I
your
get it.
competition, you're risking a bad haircut. You can't do that.
Yeah, no, yeah, no,
I don't go and sit in the chair. The cool thing about being a barber is it's like a brotherhood. Once you know who's
Yeah.
who.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm comfortable walking into a random barbershop and talking to people
100%.
just to feel the vibe.
Yeah.
Do you know who Pooh is? He owns Top of the Line.
Top of the line, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I get my hair cut, off Metcalf. Yeah, I don't go to Pooh, I go to Carter. Chance Carter.
Was he with somebody else before?
He did his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he finally got talked into getting a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many barbers you guys have?
There's 7 of us at the one we have now.
At the office I go to.
Yeah.
And I
The
heard
new
you
one
guys.
coming up. We're
Yeah, tell me about that.
We'll have 4 there.
Okay. Where at?
We'll lose 2 over here, but put 4 over there. So really, in the grand scheme of things,
Barbers, you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna start with 4 at the new location.
You're
That's what we
losing
started.
where you're losing 2 at. How
I'm
many do you
losing
have right
2
now?
there, so right now there's 7.
Okay, so you
So I'll
can
have 5.
easily lose
You
2.
can
Yeah.
easily lose 2.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're losing; they're just going to a different location.
Yeah, 100%.
And for them, it was closer to where they stay.
Well, and
so-
that's how Top of the Line is off
Yeah.
Metcalf. They have, so they got like 12 actual like seats for barbers,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
But they only have 4 or 5 of them filled. But at the other, because they just opened that.
Sure.
But at the other one, it's full.
right.
So they're in that
The other one's
transition
in,
as well.
In the Kemper, isn't it?
What?
Their other show.
The
Top
one on
line?
Metcalf?
They have another one.
Yeah, it's off Parallel Parkway.
Parallel. That's
Yeah.
the one. Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, that's how you usually start it. Like, I couldn't envision being that crowded in a barbershop. Like 12 barbers.
Damn.
Yeah,
And that's where most of them quit.
And it takes, like, any 1099 position, like, obviously it's going to differ a little bit, but it takes a fucking year to build a clientele.
Absolutely.
And if you're not willing to sit down and understand that and get slapped in the face a little bit before you have that repeat customer and then their referrals on top of that, go somewhere else. If you can't fucking have the patience for that. It's called long-term success, not short-term.
Well, a lot of guys want
immediate-
instant gratification.
Yeah.
They don't have the
Everybody
patience.
does.
Yeah, they do.
In every profession, they feel like when they get out of school,
They see you
they
having
need
back to
this.
back to back to back to back appointments, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Why?
but-
Why?
yeah.
I've been here a day.
But-
Why?
yeah.
Why isn't that happening for me?"
What?
It's funny you say that because I'll sit there and he's mainly appointment only. I've known him that long. I'm just like, hey, I'm coming through. So I'll come in, sit down, whatever. But I see this man just head after head after head after head after head, and then I'll see some newer guys. They'll get the walk-ins. Not the appointments. But they have to. But I'm looking at Ramiro and I'm looking at his partner Joey. Like, these dudes have literally busted their ass to get like that.
Yeah, and then people like that though. Like, say you're busy and you're double booked.
Yeah.
If that person came in at noon every day instead of 7 or whatever, they're busting their ass. If that person came in at 7 and was busting their ass, you'd be like, "Hey, I got such and such. Like, they'll do a good job. Like, I didn't realize I'm double booked."
Yeah.
Or you'd be like, "Hey, come back tomorrow. I'll get you."
Yeah.
So hard work
Hard
will
work
pay off.
It does pay.
Hey.
I mean, shit. I'm three shops
Yeah.
before I decided to own my own.
Yeah.
So
and
what
I
made
went
you
through
do that?
I went through every phase. Like, when you
Yeah.
first get out, it's the most depressing thing ever. Because,
It
like
is.
you said, it's instant gratification what you're looking for, but then you realize how you have to go out and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, you're sitting there. I would cut one person a week. My wife would look at me like, the fuck
When are you gonna do
doing?
something else?
Do I want to do what
Yeah, right.
Like, we're not bringing in any money.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
When'd you know you wanted to be a barber? Like,
Bro, it was crazy. I've been.
There it
I was
goes.
26.
okay.
I didn't know what I was doing. I was
Yeah.
doing random jobs.
You're figuring out what you hated.
Yeah,
You did.
Like that.
You're figuring out what you didn't like.
And I didn't even think barbering was a thing. Like,
That one's
what?
rough.
You didn't
Barber
realize there
schools?
was, or there was money in it.
Yeah, because like cutting hair, you immediately when you're in that mindset, it's like cosmetology. I don't want to go cut with a bunch of women. I don't want to style hair. I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started watching barbers. And I remember going to the barbershop and waiting 4 hours to get a haircut when I was in high school.
You're crazy.
Naps.
You're
Oh,
crazy.
Naps, right there on K7, yeah. Dewan and all them. Yeah, I used to bring my homies up there and I'd be in there, motherfucker, for like 6 hours.
You're crazy.
Just for
too.
Carver and Junior to get their hair done. Well, most of it was conversation, or they'd have some people in front of him or whatever, but wow.
I must be a dick. Because if my barber's like 15, 20 minutes behind, I'm like, yo, I'm going to go get breakfast, or yo,
See, but
like,
that
hit me
was
up
before
later.
appointments.
It
These
was.
were just walk-ups.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was.
So
I
everybody
got
would
you.
wake up early on a Saturday.
There are
and
people
get
that
their
will
ass
walk in and
there.
ain't just got shit. Ain't
It's
got
like
shit going
95,
on, so they'll
96.
sit
And with
there.
him,
98.
Dewan had all the famous people,
Yeah.
You had to wait because if a famous person walked in, it was the hot seat.
Yeah.
You're
They did
waiting
have a lot of
longer.
famous
You are
people
now
up there.
waiting longer.
Yeah. Which drove me to Darren. Darren was
Yeah,
the other.
yeah.
He was the reason I started for real. Because I'd sit and watch him hustle all day.
All day, and you're like,
All
damn,
day.
and I'm about to give him my money to cut.
Yeah. as soon as somebody told me, you know what, there's a barber school on State Avenue. I said, what?
Yeah.
I went down, checked it out, and it was rap. I went
So you just fell in love at the school, or was it just
Yeah.
watching the other guys?
watching the hustle.
Fell in love with the craft.
And you saw
and the
what they were
hustle.
doing, and yeah.
And really, it's the change on men's faces. You don't notice this because
It's
we're men.
life changing when you get a
But
haircut.
they go in looking depressed.
Yeah,
They leave
yes.
completely different.
They leave taking selfies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have kids
I know
that
you
just
do.
stare in
I know
the
you
mirror.
do.
Yeah, they just stare in
This
the mirror.
dude's like, hey,
"Damn."
just
Yeah,
cut.
they hype though.
Just
That's
cut.
gotta make you feel good though. Like, yeah, what's up? Help me go feel good.
Go get
feel
you
good.
some today.
Go,
You know what I'm saying?
go feel
handle your
good.
business.
Because if you don't feel good, you can't perform good.
Exactly.
Whether that's in the bed or a day-to-day life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Has there ever been a head that you fucked up so bad that you're like, damn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Immediate.
Or just like he said.
I think every barber goes through these things. It's like, because in barber school you don't really learn how to cut until you're out there, because everybody's hair is different.
Yeah.
And you know what messed me up was, unfortunately, Asian hair.
Why? What's so different?
It's so thin and it sticks straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And this Asian guy, he wanted his hair to slick back.
Ooh.
So I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna approach this.
How are we gonna do this?
Yeah, so I was real confident, I was confident.
Yeah, I got you.
Doing it. Halfway through the cut, he's looking in the mirror, he's like, this is not it.
Mm-mm.
And it got to the
He
point
said, "Do you want
where-
me to get up now?"
Yeah, he got to the point where he was like, nah, we gotta stop.
Okay, was this at the school?
No, this was at my first,
Oh, wow.
my second barbershop. Look at that. And the owner had to step in and finish. And the whole
That's
time
all right,
I'm sitting
though.
there just defeated, like, man.
Did you ever feel like that after?
No.
But at least
So
you
he
got
learned.
at least you got to see, like, if he finished it and the dude was happy, you're like, oh, that's how
Yeah,
You
he
do it.
wasn't completely happy, but
he salvaged.
Let me
He
ask
salvaged,
He salvaged
it.
it.
Yeah.
So what's the name of your shop? I already know, but what's the name of your guys'
Royalty Barbershop.
Royalty?
Royalty.
He didn't know.
Royal.
I did know. I
He-
just,
he knew.
Yeah.
So how did you open your shop? Like, I know you said you worked with a couple of other barbers before.
Yeah.
Did you bring anybody with you, or did people want to come with you when you left? Or because I remember getting cut at your old shop, and you were like, "Yo, kind of thinking about doing my own thing." I'm like, "Shit, I'm going where you go."
Well, I put 6 years in at that other barbershop.
60?
yeah, that's a lot.
6.
6.
I was like, damn, you
16.
78?
Like,
No, ain't that old.
And
I put 6 years in there.
yeah,
And I
You did
learned
some
a
time,
lot.
yeah.
I learned a lot in 6 years.
was he a
And
good mentor?
He was great.
Yeah.
Awesome guy.
Yeah.
Awesome guy. Learned a lot of shit from him. I think I learned more being in different atmosphere barbershop. Like the first barbershop I went to was more,
Different clientele.
more older.
Yeah.
Not as, not a lot of traffic coming in. Just,
Yeah.
it was slow.
6 years ago, I graduated from high school, by the way. If that puts things into perspective.
Those young ass.
And then I went
Thanks.
to a Hispanic barbershop, and their shit was like clockwork. So you had to literally in and out.
Yo, I've noticed that Hispanics, they're always fresh cut.
Always. They love
I
their appearance.
swear to God, I'll see some. I'm like, y'all are always faded
And always.
or whatever.
and
Yeah.
half the, eyebrows
I don't know.
nice and fresh.
Yeah.
I got a little Mexican.
Is
There's
the
a lot-
Adidas stripe?
Yeah, there's there's a lot of us that
Let 'em know
don't
you're fast.
care. They walk in and it's just trash.
Oh, I'm
You
sure. I'm sure.
You definitely learn a lot from every atmosphere. The
So-
reason I left
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that.
was more of he wanted to do his thing, and I'm not mad at him. He wanted to run his business the way he wanted to run it, and it was that. And really, the opportunity kind of fell in my lap because the woman that owned the shop before me, she called me.
The shop
That
you're in
bird-
now, the building
Yeah,
you're in
the
now.
building I'm in now. She
Okay.
called me.
How'd you get your number? Did you know her?
No,
How'd you know? What?
yeah, bro. She
What?
found me on Instagram, and she hit me up. At first, it was for more of a
I never
job.
heard of this.
She wanted me to come because she's a cosmetologist.
Okay,
She owns beauty places.
correct.
She opened this barbershop and thought she could run it without knowing the business. So she called me and said,
Okay.
would you want to manage my barbershop? And I'm
Right.
like, no, I already got
Nah,
it. I'm already doing that.
Yeah, I
here.
already do that.
I already got a thing going. A couple weeks go by, she calls me back and she's like, well, you want to buy me out of my lease?
absolutely.
I guess.
Yeah, I
So I talked to, the only other person I could possibly think of opening a business with, and that was Joey. I brought him. Originally, when we graduated from barber school, it was like
guys
we were
graduated
going
at the same
to
time?
No,
Oh, okay. Who graduated first?
I did.
You did. Was he in the school with you?
He was in school.
So you knew him before he graduated.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then that barber school closed. A whole long story. I wish he was here to tell you.
I know. When
but
I
the
found out he wasn't coming, I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
the barber school closed over there before he finished. So he almost quit. He almost decided.
Because
you
he
know
was
what,
at the
I'm
same
not gonna do
spot
this.
before you, with you before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember sitting in there and
It's
he
funny
cut me.
because I'll
He
tell
cut
you,
me.
with him it was
Hands,
See, my
hands.
getting better.
Yes, sir. Listen, hey, we're gonna count how many times this happens in this podcast. All right, this doesn't want to be a thing today. We're gonna count how
I'm
many
gonna tell
times.
you this:
right?
your next next podcast, this shit ain't happening one time.
We're still within our top 10 of our podcast. We haven't done 10 yet, so we can
Oh, well, that's awesome.
we can
We
have
got
mistakes.
some
We can have
lined up.
mistakes like this. It's fine.
If you're with somebody
Lively.
for 6 years, you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna go through trial and error. You're gonna do all that.
So did he know that you were leaving eventually?
No.
Okay.
Damn dog.
So what made you want to do that, and how did he take it, or how did you feel when you
Well,
were
like I
thinking?
said, I wanted to go. Originally, I figured after 6 years, we'd make a partnership and we'll make
And
it go.
he
with
didn't even
this,
present
you know
it?
what I'm saying? He presented it after.
After you, yeah.
After I decided,
I
you
got
know
you.
what, this opportunity's here. I got my guy Joey, he wants
Yeah.
to go in with me,
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, that just tells you they were holding back.
Yeah. And then afterwards, it's like, he was like, man, I was going to offer you this, and it's like.
Yeah,
bro,
but he should have offered you that beforehand.
I get it. Look, and we had opportunity. There was plenty of
6
opportunities
years,
for you
yeah,
to say it.
yeah,
But I was like, no, bro. I mean,
right.
I have to do better. What's better for me, and that's why I made my shop
Right.
on that foundation. Like, if you look at most barbershops, they charge their barbers to make money off of your barber. Like,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
revenue isn't dependent on the barbers that I have.
Right, right.
Really, I gave barbers a place to be like me,
For sure.
make money.
But
Now,
you
let
charge
me ask you
you
this.
charge a chair fee.
I charge a chair
Yeah.
fee,
Wish
but
I
I'm
would have
probably
to.
the lowest
Yeah.
in the area.
How much is it?
$150.
That is really low.
That's
A week.
super low.
The last person we had was $350.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me tell you this: the barbers that he has in there, I mean, because they don't just hire anybody. Like
No.
that, like they'll watch somebody through school. They'll watch, and
Well,
they
that's
kinda,
what you have to do. If it's,
Yeah.
if it is 150, you have to be really picky.
Right.
Because if you're gonna offer that type of price, to me that sounds good. I haven't asked a bunch of different barbershops, but if you're gonna offer that price, you have to be picky, or you're gonna get a bunch of fucking Joe
Now,
Schmoes
why
in
did
there.
you do that? Because so you wanted to retain your barbers, or like why you not
Because of the
why you different?
experience. Like, let's say my first shop owner, he was awesome, dude, man. To this day, he checks
Yeah?
up on me.
That's dope. You still talk?
He's coming by the shop. says-
What's up, dude? What's up,
The
OG?
second guy, I worked for him
Yeah.
for a while, and I was working off of Central
What's
in Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I was driving a good drive, living in Olathe.
Oh yeah, that's a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
were
leaving
spending
the
more than you were
shop
making.
off of Central at fucking 9 at night, and it's like sketchy as hell when I leave.
Right,
And it's
you're like, bro, I'm trying to get home.
Yeah, I'm
You
trying
know,
to
like,
get home.
I'm
so
not-
I
ain't
worked
visiting
there,
nobody.
just like
What was
any
it,
other
Central and what?
Central, right off the highway. I don't even remember. It's like
Yep.
the highway exit and entrance was right there.
Right there. So you got the bums under the bridge. You know,
Oh
all
yeah,
that
and then
stuff.
there's a bar
you got-
across, and we used to see police chases because
Wait,
it was
wait,
right
wait,
there,
wait,
just left
yeah.
around. And leaving that shop at night, it was so sketchy, bro.
Right.
Eventually, it was me putting in I put in 2 weeks, but I gave him 3 so he could find my replacement.
Correct.
Like, I wasn't
you
the
did it
guy
right.
that just left.
Later, yeah.
So I did him that courtesy, and after that, the guy stopped talking to me
What?
because he was mad that I left.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
it was business only.
Yeah.
Let
Like,
me
it
ask
was
you
me,
this, okay?
him, and one other guy in there. And, like, I was the workhorse as much as these guys were, but I was pumping them out.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
So
right.
he was mad that he was losing me.
How many
Zero
times is that?
fucking
Huh?
hands,
I think that's
bro.
fine, right?
More.
I even wrote your recommendation letter to Hands University.
I was definitely comfort right there. I was
We got a little game going on right now. This is crazy.
We'll practice.
Let me ask. Okay, so
We'll practice.
let me ask you this: like, what's the difference now that you own your own barber and with your partner and all that? Like, what are the ups and downs? Like, what challenges did y'all face getting into it? Any?
COVID.
Did you stay open during COVID?
No. We were shut down for 3 months.
I look terrible.
You look orange.
Terrible.
And opening your business the first year, and 3 months of that first year, you had no revenue. You had no chance for
You still had
growth.
rent to pay.
Still had rent to pay. But luckily, we had a good owner. Like, had it
Oh, that's
not been
good.
for the owner of the building, we probably would have went under.
If you have owners of buildings that already have the building paid off, they'll
They'll
drop
work
that
with you.
shit.
And
If
she
you have
worked with
owners
us.
that
It's amazing.
don't think like that and don't pay that off and actually take that
Oh yeah.
income
kick you
every
out.
single month and spend it, then they're not going to drop rent. They're going to raise it every single year with the property
How many
value.
cuts were you doing a week at your house?
At my house?
Correct. Anyway.
That's where it starts. That's where it starts, right?
That's
Is at
the
the
thing.
house.
The barber shut down,
As
you know?
soon as that happened, the barber board contacted a lot of us.
I
and
know.
Said, don't do it.
I remember having
You
to go
risk
in there
your
with
license.
a mask. I'm like, yo, I'm coming up
Risk
in
your
a
license if you want
Mhm.
to outside this shop.
I ain't gonna lie. During COVID, hey, I was going to do Zoe cuts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Talking about some.
Fading your own
Oh,
shit
like-
up.
Hey, no,
I was
it's
still
really
getting-
good, bro.
I was still getting cut every 2 weeks during COVID.
Yeah.
There was a lot of barbers that took
But
that
you had
risk.
to, and why
Yeah.
would somebody
You had
like?
to.
I mean,
But being a new shop owner was kind of a paranoia thing for me.
well, no,
I
because y'all
know.
didn't cut nobody. Like
Yeah, I
those
didn't
dudes
cut
shut
nobody.
down. Nobody
I
at
just
his
couldn't
house,
do it.
none.
You were supposed to,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what you're
but
supposed
at
to
the
do.
same time, you're supposed to
And
pay
it's
your
crazy
bills.
because when we
They
were
didn't care.
when we were in there, people were offering me $100.
I'm
for a
sure.
cut.
Absolutely.
It's crazy how needed we are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you
essential.
find out how essential we are.
Yes, sir.
You are life changing.
Yeah.
And you
Uh-huh.
understand,
All
like,
the respect,
You get a
sir.
haircut, bro. I swear,
Ding,
you like,
ding,
lose
ding.
all your acne. It's like,
Oh.
if this pimple's right here, and I get my hair cut, then
Hey,
it's gone. Like,
gone.
Immediately.
Yes.
But did you
yes.
see these lines though?
Right. You see it.
Hey, my boy, my
Fuck
homie.
the pimple. You saw that line?
You saw that
Right.
line.
You saw that taper?
You saw that
Right.
confidence.
Exactly.
I don't even need to check it. Like, you know how barbers be showing you in the mirror,
Yeah.
like with a on the back. Man, I don't even be checking my shit anymore.
That's
I
where
already
you
know.
fucked up.
I know.
Back-
Nah, I already know I'm
Oh,
good.
that's awesome.
I don't even
I
need to
really
check.
don't
Romero's like, yeah, fuck his
You
the
have to
backside
trust
of
that
his
they
head up
did.
every single
Yeah.
time he gets cut because I know he don't check it.
Clark.
Hey, man.
So
Thank you,
random
thank you.
shit back there.
After that, I guarantee you'll check it every
One
time.
time he had a
No, I
mullet.
won't.
One time he had a mullet. You.
That's fine. I still pull your
Just
girl.
give him a fucking mullet in the back since he don't even check it.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I
Give him a
get
rag tail.
Yeah, bro. Just give him a little something.
Y'all done?
Y'all done?
Y'all done?
I actually.
finished.
Yeah, you finished?
You
Like,
done.
So let's
No,
step
I'm
aside
never
away
done.
from the business for a little bit. Let's talk about family, man. You're a family guy, you know. Let's talk to us about what you like to do, you know, in your off time. You know,
I
spend
love
time
my
with family.
family. My family's awesome, but I got two boys that are a handful. to
I'm
say the
sure.
least. I mean, one's 13 going on 20,
Absolutely.
and I got an 8-year-old going on 13.
Absolutely.
You know,
Do they get along?
it's no.
Neither do mine.
You know that's how brothers are.
Yeah, no, they're like, uh-uh.
I don't expect the world from my kids. I don't.
Right.
But I try to teach them the right way.
And they'll kill for each other later in their life.
Oh yeah,
That's
and
not
I tell that to my oldest all the time. I said, look, bro,
Yeah.
at one juncture in your life, you're gonna need this one.
Absolutely.
He's gonna lie for you. He's gonna
Yeah,
come
he's gonna
get
lie,
you.
cheat, and
He's
steal
gonna
for
be
you, bro.
That guy
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah.
and you're gonna need him. So the way you treat him now is what you're gonna get away with later.
Yeah.
Me and my brother were real close, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and
Yeah.
my brother, we were like, right, my brother's 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I used to whoop his ass. Like, we used to butt heads
It's a
all the
thing.
time.
I'm sure.
And now
But that's
we
what
are
happens.
like, we are like this, bro.
It's
We
really
go to
a thing.
war for each other. We would do anything for each other. He needs some money, I give him some money.
Yeah.
He needs hello, hey, I'm on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
I go to you know,
Yeah.
things like that, man. Vice versa. You know,
See, and I didn't have no brothers. I
You
had
know
an
what,
older
man?
sister.
I love my brother so much. I actually had my girl do some shit with him before my wife.
Yeah. Hey,
He said,
handle
keep
that.
the family.
Hey,
There said handle
I set it all up for him, bro. I
said
felt
handle
bad.
What's she do? She was like,
She was
Sure.
like, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah."
Damn,
She's
you
been
did
thinking
nothing.
about it
You
all.
did
No,
nothing. You did nothing for your brother, and he did all that for you. So you're just like,
First
dude,
of
take
all-
this BJ. Like,
No,
I owe
it's
you
not
like,
that.
I owe you 30 favors. Take the BJ.
get out of here.
I didn't owe my brother. No
This is worth 30 favors.
I just felt bad for my.
Consider our debt cleared.
You know?
I did, or else I would have asked my girl at the time.
I mean,
You know who you
Man
are.
said, I let my girl do some things with my
I
brother.
can't even believe it.
Straight up.
What? Yeah.
Would you not? I mean,
She's
what if
been
you
wanting to make that happen.
Nah.
That'll work.
Are you playing?
That motherfucker planking. Plankton.
You got a brother? No.
No, I just got one sister.
Leave it.
bro.
Where's she?
And she had the same concept. She was, bro. She hated my guts until
Older
she
or
like
younger?
turned 18, and then a switch turned on.
You're
and
like,
it's
oh, he's cool.
oh, I love you.
Yeah, hey, I'll
Yeah.
say,
Yeah, you're
okay.
awesome.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah.
I'm a cool ass brother. I know.
Yeah. I mean,
I know.
Forget all the crap you put me through. But you're awesome.
She older or younger?
She's older.
Oh yeah, for sure. Once it clicked, it clicked.
Once
You're
it
like, I've been
clicked,
telling
and
you.
once she liked me, I was like, you know what, I do like you.
Yeah, you're cool, I guess.
Cool. No, I go to bat for my sister.
So when you were a young buck, you know, this is what we talking about when we was growing up.
Sure.
What were you into? I'm talking about 10, 11, 12 years old. What type
Girls.
of things were you into?
Girls, 100%.
Early.
I tell my son that all the time. Like, you guys are goofing around with your friends. I was looking for the next one.
different, but we didn't have social media back then. Like
No, and imagine if we did.
Oh,
I would have been a whole nasty dirtbag.
yeah, yeah, me
Like, with
too.
FaceTime and all this shit.
all that
like,
shit,
bro,
Snapchat, all we
stop
had,
it.
All that wasn't there.
He says hella dick pics.
All that.
I had the.
Let me see if send me a little shot of that.
That's when like the Nokia phones came out with
Dildo.
like the light up
Yeah,
antennas.
snake.
You had pagers,
Yeah.
all that, bro. We
All
was in
that.
Skate Town
Oh,
posted.
yeah.
Yo, back when I was about 12, man, I was sneaking to get on Facebook.
Yeah.
Look at that. 12.
He said 12.
Jesus Christ. 12.
Well, how old is that? What grade was that?
12.
That was
You're
right
a
before-
sophomore.
That was 7th
Or-
grade.
7th grade.
Yeah.
Seventh grade?
Seventh
Yeah,
grade.
7th grade. That was about the time when I was, going. My parents. If my parents is watching this, cats out the bag.
Out the bag.
I'm going to elementary schools. I'm going to the slide.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, God.
All
It's
that.
time to kiss.
Oh, God.
All
Yeah,
that.
and
Play house.
Play house.
Where'd you
Oh,
meet
yeah.
your girl? Where'd you meet your wife?
You went to the fucking public slide.
We don't gotta say public like everybody was there, right? It was,
wow.
public, but it was private.
It was an intimate
This
Yes.
guy.
encounter.
Talking
Was
about
the
this-
sun down or up?
It was kind of sun
It's
setting.
sun.
Public
It was
slide.
like 5
Said
o'clock,
It was a public slide.
lights haven't came on yet, but
Yeah. It was a
There was
perfect
children
sunset.
across the way.
you always got that
People
friend
saw
that
it.
watches out
People
for us.
saw it.
People looking.
People were looking.
People looking.
This
It's fine.
guy, he's like, come on me, I got a slide.
So look. So okay. As far as like your wife, where'd you guys meet?
My wife?
Yeah.
Bro, it's,
I got a slide. I'm a
I
slide
worked
in.
at Applebee's
Which one?
on fucking Santa Fe.
No way.
Right next to Kohl's. Bro, I
Oh,
was-
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there 5 years. I probably did every position known to man.
Oh,
But when I met her, I was the bartender.
and what was she, a server?
She was getting hired to be a server.
And you
Damn,
no,
you
a
napped her
host.
up that
A host,
quick?
A host.
You snatched her up
look,
that
like,
quick?
I don't
How'd that
talk,
happen?
like,
She was
all-
in the interview process, and you're like, yo.
my general manager, he was the coolest dude.
Yeah.
But he would come to me like, "Hey man, go talk to her, fill her out, and see if I should hire her." I was like, "Bro, I know you're gonna hire her."
You're like, yeah,
Yeah, done hire.
So I
now.
told my other friend that was a host, I was like, "Watch,
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm gonna end up with that. That one's gonna."
So you saw her like across the restaurant, and you're like,
Yeah.
So what was
I
the
had to go talk to her.
He went,
the
he
game
went
like? You
laser
like-
beam
What
mode
you
on
had?
her.
Were you nervous?
Or like,
Was I nervous? No.
Nah.
Like, I'm a people person, bro. Like, I can
Yeah.
talk to anybody. It
For
doesn't
sure.
matter. Like,
For
it
sure.
doesn't matter.
Worst case scenario, I'm going to talk about sports.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. How's your day? The weather?
So what'd you
was
say?
it-
Yeah,
was it-
hire
was
her.
it good?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
no,
was it.
I went and had a conversation with her, asked her open-ended questions, like,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. Then I went back to him, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Please
Go ahead and
hire
hire
her.
that one.
Hire her now, actually.
It's funny, though, because
That's funny.
I was engaged before her,
Right.
you know, and we had been on
During
the
or
blocks.
before?
Before.
Yeah, been-
Yeah.
and-
So
and-
talk. If you don't mind me asking, if this ain't too personal,
Sure.
why didn't that go through how you was?
The engagement, because I'm a family person, and
Yeah.
she was an awesome girl. She was, but you know, her
Yeah.
family just wasn't into me.
Yeah, that's-
Why?
yeah,
And for
that's-
me, I'm Hispanic, bro. I'm big on family.
That is-
Family,
That's
yeah.
facts, yeah.
If family isn't part of the equation, I can't.
Yeah, you
So I had to
like
let her go.
Yeah.
Honestly, I had to let her.
That's probably smart.
So
Honestly.
Nothing
y'all
bad
go-
towards
Yeah,
her,
no,
but
no.
she-
It
Do you think
didn't
you,
work.
do you think
Didn't
you got
work.
engaged too early?
I did. But we did a long distance thing.
Right.
Because as soon as I left high school, I moved to California.
Yep.
And we kind of did the long distance thing for a while until I moved back. And it was like,
Right.
This
this
is
is
weird
different.
now.
Did y'all have
Yeah,
FaceTime at that time?
no.
No.
Ooh, that's even harder.
Super boring relationship.
So it was just, you know, that was back when people actually had to talk on the
Yeah,
phone.
or AOL and
Or
yeah.
she'd
but-
come visit me. And,
Yeah.
you know, it was one of those things. And then we just kind of fell apart as soon as we came over here.
At least y'all separated cool. You know, it's like, hey,
Yeah,
good
no.
riddance. I hope all the West.
Yeah,
Peace.
absolutely.
That was back when you
It's all
could
about growth.
lay the phone on the bed and just lay down.
Yeah,
Now you
fall
gotta sit
asleep.
up, you
Yeah,
know
no.
what I mean? You can hear every
Now
time
you
the
can
message
prop it
goes. You know, you
Way to
can
set it up.
you gotta set it up. You know what I mean?
So
you gotta
you
set it
Set it like that. Set it like
Be
that.
like, who you texting?
Right. What are you looking at? Okay, what is that?
What are you eating?
Yeah.
Right?
Chocolate.
Right?
Things like that.
Chicken.
It's nice starting to grow up. You know what I mean?
Lobster.
Oh yeah.
Clark?
Cindy.
You know, you're getting into your business, thriving. You know what I mean? When was that moment where you were like, you know what, this is really working for me? When was that clicking moment where you're like, you know, everything's going well and this is something that's going to be long term?
Third shop about 2 years in. That's when it was really like, okay, I'm on to something. I'm on to it.
No turning back now.
Because by then I was like 5 years in the game.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now I'm 13 years in the game. So
Been
it's
doing
like-
it.
So you got your
The
third
first goal
you got
was
your
to
third
feel-
shop at year 5.
I hope so.
That's what you did.
Well,
said you're 13 years in now?
My third shop I got to after my 4th year of
Okay.
actually being a professional. And then 2 years later after that, I mean, I was with him for 6 years, like I said.
At what point can you say professional?
When you graduate. When you have that
Just-
certificate in your hand, you're a professional. You're not a master barber.
You're not just
in
licensed?
my opinion.
What's that?
That means there's nothing you can't do. Like
Oh,
where
wow.
he said there's barbers that are good with straight hair and there's barbers that are good with curly hair.
Yeah.
I mash that together.
I got you.
There's nothing that I won't say yes to.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had some off the wall type shit. man.
Unless they're
Are you the type
Asian.
of guy that can do any type of design? You know?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
See, that was
What?
also a big part of it.
What?
Like being an artist and being picky on how I do things. That's what makes me a good
The
barber.
Hispanic culture in general are artists.
Yeah.
Like
Everything
they
we do,
draw,
we put
they can do-
everything into
Yeah,
it.
like
But I think that's what you have to do in whatever profession you choose. Like,
For sure.
if you don't put everything into your profession,
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing it for?
yeah. And then when you love what you do, it's not a job.
No.
You just wake up ready.
You're
to
just
go.
there, yeah. You're
wake
it's
up
not like
excited,
you're looking at
man.
the clock or nothing.
Yeah. So to me, I mean, I love waking up and doing my job.
Yeah,
It's
so-
awesome. I get to stand, bullshit, and cut hair and make people look good.
Yeah,
Like,
Thanks.
and you choose who you work with, and you know who you don't work with.
exactly.
I wake up every morning loving. I wouldn't. I wish I would have done it earlier. I don't get up as early as you do. When I do get up, I can't hear.
I'm on the
myself.
grind.
I'm on the ground.
I'm on the
You know, it's like I don't stress. I remember waking up and stressing the jobs I was at, or like just not looking forward to it, or you know. And it's just like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know.
Time for a change.
time for a check.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are scared to go out on their own. Let me ask you this: if one of your barbers said, "Hey, I'm gonna leave you and go open my own shop," how would that go?
Oh, bro, I'm gonna help them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
help them. I want
Yeah.
them to progress like me, whether it's with me or outside of the shop. I mean, I'm gonna bless them.
yeah.
Because you know what it was like to not have that
Exactly.
someone behind
sure.
you, and like whenever you
I'm
left
not
someone
gonna
that
be
you
the
just
owner
helped.
that's gonna shun you because you left.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna make sure because I've seen these barbers grow. Like
Yeah.
when they come out of barber school, they're like little kids essentially
Right.
because they're learning the business. And for me, it's more gratifying to see them do these
I would
kind of
assume.
things
Yeah.
than not.
Well, people don't realize when you help other people, they just want to give that back.
Yeah.
Like if you're not gonna help anyone, you're probably not gonna be in it for the long run.
Exactly. Exactly.
Are you the type of guy that, let's say somebody was saying that they wanted to open up a shop,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't think they're ready?
I will give it to you.
Yeah, it would.
Like, I'm honest, bro.
Yeah.
Your
that's
fades aren't ready for your own shop.
It's
That
an
takes-
honest thing. Like,
Not ready.
Because when you open a shop, like my main thing is, can you feed somebody else?
Right.
Do you have enough clientele to feed somebody else?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to open a barbershop and it just be you.
Yeah.
And half the time, you're not going to find barbers that have clientele already.
They
You
can-
you
yeah.
will.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been fortunate enough to have 3 barbers that walked in and they already had
Yeah, they
clientele.
had already had their book of business.
Yeah, I didn't have to do anything for them. But then there's the barbers that start from scratch, and it's like I'll feed them.
Are those the ones straight out of school though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll feed them.
Yeah.
And what I don't feed them, they have to feed themselves.
And how do they go about that? Like, say a new
Go
barber,
out,
talk to people,
hand your
like,
cards out, talk to people.
Yeah.
Like I tell them, your biggest promotion is the cut you do.
And
Which
take
is why in the beginning it's not how fast you do it.
You know, yeah.
I'd
it
rather
is
you
not.
take an hour
Yes.
and make it look amazing
Yes.
than rush through it because you want it to be fast.
And take the walk-ins, take the people
Take
that
the
are double
walk-ins,
booked.
Take kids.
Yeah.
The biggest turnoff for barbers is kid cuts. They hate doing
They
it.
do. Why?
Don't know.
They don't
A lot of
pay
people-
or
a
they
lot
just
of
don't-
Because that is your bread and butter.
A lot of people aren't good with kids.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna see these kids from the time
For the
they're
next 30
little
years.
until they're at high school. Like
Yeah.
it's a guarantee.
Build
Yeah,
that
he's coming to
relationship
see
early.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my guy.
I have so many kids that I've
That's
seen
facts.
grow,
I
and
didn't
now they're
think of it like that.
graduating. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, like this is more.
What's up?
Satisfying. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
'Cause to
So
a
what
man,
happens
bro,
if-
it's like to a man, bro. It's like there's 2 relationships you might have, and like really 3. Okay. Oh, if we're talking about relationships,
Jeez.
I think you have more than 3.
Well,
Right.
Like
Ones that make
significant
sense.
relationships that like make life go well.
Uh-huh.
You know, you might have your girlfriend.
Your girlfriend,
You got your friends.
your friends.
If we're not talking about like family, obviously, duh, you're gonna have family.
Right.
You got your girlfriend. You got your friends. You got your barber.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Nothing else.
That's
No,
what
no,
you
you
need.
good to go.
Nothing else. If you
That's
got,
kind
if
of
you
like
have
all
a
we need
consistent
is
barber,
Quick Trip, Walmart,
That's
and
what I'm
Home
saying.
Depot. That's
if
all
you
we
have
need.
those 3 that are consistent in your life, you
Yeah.
can figure out everything else.
You need a roofer too. You're gonna need a roofer in your life.
Oh,
You gotta keep your head dry.
At some point,
Yes.
that roof has got to be
Yes.
secure.
so I'm gonna ask you this as well.
Secure the bag.
What are you asking?
And as I think of this question that I was gonna ask, it'll come to me here soon.
Yes, it's there. It's on the
5,
precipice.
So, no, don't do the countdown because now I'm thinking about
Now
it.
he's
Hoping you would
stressing.
lose
Now
it.
it's
My
missing.
bad.
Now it's
Um,
there.
He's
It
stressing.
was there and now it's not.
It's gone.
See?
Sick, super sick.
Oh, I know it now. I remembered it. What's your bread and butter cut? Like, what's the one that you like? Hey, this is my shit right here. Like, this is the one that I get down at.
Man, every skin fade in the
Yeah.
world.
Chris's haircut.
I
Just
mean-
quick one.
Oh, just skin
one
fades
guard.
in general. I mean, I've entered competitions off of skin fades. Like, that's
Yep.
fastest skin fade, cleanest. I've had the pleasure of working with some of the top barbers in Kansas City.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
And if you're in a shop with 2 of the best guys in there, like, bro, the pressure is on.
Yeah.
Because if you're not performing what they are, the guys in
Absolutely.
your chair are watching them as you're cutting their hair.
Right.
And if your stuff doesn't come close to theirs,
Yeah.
They're gonna let you know.
they're gonna let you know.
What clippers you use?
They're gonna let you know.
What's
Oh,
your,
man.
What's your shit?
My shit's a Wall Senior. That's my favorite.
You got a bunch of clippers.
I consolidated. When you come out of barber school, you want to buy everything new. Everything.
Yeah.
I want all the new clippers that come out. And I had them all at one point.
So does somebody come visit your shop like once a month or once a week saying, "Hey, I got these clippers
Yeah.
for sale"? Or
Shout out
kinda like
Steve.
Steve.
Steve's
Appreciate you,
the guy.
Steve.
Appreciate you,
Yeah.
Steve. Keep us looking good, Steve.
Yeah, no, he always comes by with a box full of stuff, brand new, everything.
'Cause you got some
This is the
dope
newest-
clippers that
Yeah,
you
this
got.
is the newest. Blah blah blah. I was into that for a while, but
Right.
I'm
You
down
use
to
the
4.
clipper. Yeah, that's perfect.
You consolidate to 4. If you go to barbershops, you'll see like 12.
Yeah.
You don't use 12.
Nah.
Like you can't convince me
You just
that
trying to
you
look
use
good.
5 pairs of
Yeah,
wires.
you're just trying to look good.
Yeah, you're
They
at
cut
that
hella
point yet.
different people, man.
Yeah, I guess.
That's kind of
But
like
now everything's like battery operated. So I
Right.
mean, if you do have multiples, it's in case this one runs out. But
Okay,
I
so-
stick with 3 basic clippers, and that's it.
will one set of clippers, like one clipper, would it get you through the whole day? Battery
Yeah.
operated?
Yeah, because I got a little stand I put it in. Charge it.
Because if it died mid cut and then you switch
Switch.
clippers, would it be different? No. I was just asking.
I'll put a bad one in with some Walmart clippers. I don't care.
I
what
feel you.
happens.
That's just
it's
'cause you're
not
skilled.
the machine.
No.
It's the person.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
operator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
kind
could. I have a preference, sure,
Right.
but can I do the job with something?
I have some clippers that'll pull the fuck out of my hair sometimes, and if it does, like you'll have to change immediately. But yeah, like
Oil.
some just
Maintenance.
depends on the course of your hair. Yeah.
I can't really grow facial hair. I got a buddy of mine named Joey. He says I look like Keanu Reeves.
Can we be grateful? All right.
Great clips?
Can we be grateful?
I thought he said great clips.
Look at. Can y'all
Get
look at
that, don't say that word
Listen,
again.
do you see what I'm working with?
Do
man?
not say that
my
word
chin strap?
again.
I got a
Hey.
chin strap with a booty in the middle.
Jesus, it took me 30 years to get where I'm at.
I can't grow for yeah.
And I can't grow a decent
I was about
mustache.
22. 22.
It's so weird.
I'm
man.
not hairy though. Like look at my legs. Like I'm not hairy at all.
Yeah, that's,
A real swimmer.
yeah, a real swimmer.
It's so weird.
What did he say?
A real swimmer.
He says that because I was on the swim team. You're so gay.
No, it's so weird, bro. Because like my dad and my brother, they're like fucking wolves, bro. I swear. So my dad, you know, he got a little Mexican in him, and this man had a fucking mustache and beard since he was fucking 12, 13.
Right.
So,
Oh, God.
like, you know what I mean? Me, I'm over here just, oh, my dad got it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, my dad
Nope,
can't
wait.
grow facial hair.
Your dad can't.
No. No.
Ah,
My dad is still that clean shaven man that doesn't grow facial hair.
I feel like if I shave my beard off, it shows my double chin a lot more.
Well, a lot of us do that.
You don't even have a double chin. What are you talking about?
Me?
It's there.
I
double chin?
would.
You think you got a double chin?
I would.
You got double love handles.
That's fine. I got that dad bod, just no mean pelvis thrust.
I mean, you are a father.
Call it
into it.
mediocre at best.
Step in, put your back in.
When you get older, it ain't about how fast you
Nah.
It's about if you're getting there.
Yeah.
Speaking of older, your guy Joey. Wow, I love that guy. He cracks me up. How so? Do you guys every time I go in the barbershop, like him and his partner are just going at it over sports or over something? And what is it? Does he just disagree to disagree?
No, he really believes that shit.
Like they
It makes
do.
my blood pressure go up.
I'm sure.
Real shit. Because he says the most off the wall type shit.
So does
and
my guy.
He's such like if he hates something, he really hates it. Like he hates Chiefs.
He hates the Chiefs.
He's
What,
in the
Raiders?
wrong
He's a
city.
Raiders fan?
No, he's a Patriots.
No, he's a
fan.
Patriots fan.
And he, look, no, for the record, he's not a Patriots fan.
He's a
What is
Brady
He's
fan.
a Tom Brady fan.
So he's a Bucks fan.
He tries to claim that, you know, he's a Michigan fan first. That's his heart. Michigan. College football. Michigan. That's his.
The Wolverines.
That's his
Shout out
heart.
Ronnie Bill.
Yeah. Why?
And I'm like, bro, you can't tell me that him coming out of he was a whole bum in Michigan.
the whole time.
Whole bum and a half.
Whole bum and a half. Had the worst combine in the world. And you mean to tell me you were watching him coming out of college? No, the hell you
shut up,
You know, he'll tell you, oh, he threw a pretty ball. No, fuck
He
that.
threw a pretty
You're
ball.
just saying that because he went to Michigan.
Mahomes throws a pretty ball.
He
Yeah,
was
I mean-
very underrated. I won't.
He was.
He was. So
He's
was Brett
nobody-
Favre.
He was Mr. Irrelevant. But I think that's
Or Aaron
that's
Rodgers.
the one thing I can't say about Tom Brady is that, you know, he took that criticism.
Yeah, he did very
And
well.
It was a
And he
chip
said,
on
"Oh,
his
yeah."
shoulder.
Yeah, watch
He
this.
said, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
watch
And he
this
handled
perfect
business.
Yeah.
ball.
And
Paid
ball.
stacks, got a dime on his
And I
arm. He's
look
good to
at
go.
him, I mean,
You know, one day when I met Tom Brady,
What'd you
you
say?
know, I met Tom, and
What?
you know, he looked at me. He said, "Man,
You're
you're such a stand-up guy. You know, I need to have more people around you,
Yes.
around me,
Yes.
like you. You know, and-
This is so much fucking cap.
And I,
All cap,
It-
no
it's
break.
Literally every word.
Yeah.
my drive.
Tom Brady called him a bum.
Tom Brady called
He did
me.
me.
Mahomes throws a good ball, a pretty ball.
I'm just kidding.
We're not
You
gonna
never
do
met
that.
Tom. He didn't call him that.
Thomas.
Do that.
All right, we're in our last segment. Tom, hey, would you rather?
Okay.
And we got different questions this week. Ton of different questions.
Yes.
But we're gonna hit them with 10 of them.
We're gonna hit him with 10.
Ooh, and I got a plethora.
What are you eating?
So check this out. All right, first one.
What are you eating?
Smash.
I'll need a little mash.
How old is that?
Apparently
10
it's
minutes.
new.
They just ordered Applebee's or something.
Yeah, they just ordered that.
Is that Applebee's?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
You know I didn't hear
Not for you though.
Demo.
I didn't hear
Only,
nothing.
only for the
Like
guy that
dead
met Tom
ass.
Brady.
Gotcha.
All right. First question.
Allegedly.
You
He's questioning his questions.
All right.
You see
Let's
that? He's
go
like,
back to the front. All right.
Dude, what is this?
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Wow.
You'll remember none of that coma
5 years.
in all 5 years.
Be in jail?
5 years ain't that bad.
I'm doing 5.
Okay.
I can't miss 10 years of my kid's life.
Oh yeah, facts.
I can't do it.
Oh, you
I like
got
that.
Probably
Yeah.
smart.
I'll do 5. They can visit me behind.
Yeah, 5, you'd be straight. 5 in and out, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll come out cog diesel in a month.
That was way easier of a question than you thought.
It was a lot easier. A lot easier.
Well, it would be a harder question if I was like a single man.
Yeah.
I'm 100% coma over here.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
At
you
that
got no
point,
kids,
it's like,
no
shit,
nothing,
I'm
yeah.
not, look, it's not going to feel like 10. I'm going to wake up and wonder why I just felt
Well, I just fell asleep and everything's different.
and
when I woke
everything's
up.
different when I woke
New
up.
cars, new shit.
Yeah, I
like
did
what?
that. But I couldn't handle waking up and seeing my kids 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
Get out of my fucking face.
Yeah, like,
Wake up to grown people.
because my kids
You're
are already
over 18
big.
now,
don't
I
you?
can just imagine coming out and this motherfucker's bigger than me now.
Yeah, like,
nah, bro.
sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down when you talk to me.
Sit your big ass down.
And that's like his big thing. Oh, I'm gonna grow up and be bigger than you. Okay. So,
Yeah, okay.
So. What
So?
do you
My
think
hands on you.
about it? Hey, yeah, daddy strength is different.
Way different.
I don't give a damn how big you get.
Yeah.
And it's a bit.
We didn't grow up in the TikTok era, you know. So, I mean, fuck.
Yeah, we handle business.
Mhm.
You ready?
Yeah.
Straight up.
All right, question number 2. I'm kind of curious how you're gonna answer this.
Oh yeah. Do it.
Would you rather not be able to read or not be able to speak?
Man.
Crickets.
It's
What do
very
you say?
fucking easy.
For you,
Yeah.
What do you say?
I can barely read as it is.
your name's not Ramiro.
I can read.
My man's a KU grad over here. He can read.
I can
Yeah.
He can
read a
read.
book.
I mean, look, Mayweather can't read, and he's in a good place.
You really
He said I
can.
give you
Yeah, like
Those 50 cent
I don't know. I
videos,
mean, I would
of
hate
him making
not.
fun of them.
Yeah.
for
$1
reading.
million.
We'll make it easy for you. It'll be Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to go with reading. Yeah.
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 Reading.
Speaking is a big part of my profession.
Correct.
Okay.
I'd rather.
You don't do much reading in your profession, do you?
No.
If you're an
anymore.
owner, you got to be able to speak.
Yeah.
You got to get that clientele in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Reading is. Yeah. No. I'd rather not.
Reading is secondary.
All right. Would you rather be trapped in a completely dark room or be trapped in a completely bright room?
Dark
I
room.
know,
I've
yeah.
been to jail. That's not cool.
Yeah, that's
Jail,
what
they
I
don't
said.
turn the lights on.
Give
No,
me a
they
dark
do not.
room.
Yeah. Give me a dark room, bro.
Give me a dark room.
A bright
You said
room.
it's dark. Couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell.
What time is it? Don't know.
Not a cool thing.
What year is it? Don't know.
Yeah.
Back
You
to
know,
the-
don't
back to the
matter.
Fucking
Turn
bed.
into a whole hermit. Like I'm
You know
okay
what
with
though?
it.
Being in a dark room like for consecutive like months and months and months, either
It'll-
way,
it'll
life-
mess with you.
Yeah, it'll mess
with
with you. You don't even
Well,
know
they
what.
can't fucking see you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you
dark.
can't see yourself.
You forget what yourself looks like.
Yeah.
If I didn't have my barber for 6 months or a year, I'd look like just straight like Tom
I
Hanks.
mean, you're essentially
Tom Hanks.
living
Fucking
living like you're
castaway.
blind.
I know a couple of blind people,
Yeah.
but yeah, no doubt that would suck
Yeah.
because you don't know if your eyes are open or closed at that point.
That's what I'm saying.
You start
Your
playing tricks on
your
yourself.
eyes would dilate to it. You'd be able to see the low.
Can you imagine seeing light after being in the dark for 6 months to a year, and all of a sudden you walk outside and you, bro,
Bro, your
I
eyes
better
are-
have glasses on. Sunglasses.
like you just had surgery glasses.
I mean, even a normal light like this would tear you up.
Leg
Oh my
surgery
God.
glasses. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
Next question. Let me
Next
see.
question.
What we got?
Would you rather be forced to live in the same day over and over again for a year?
Groundhog Day.
Or would you rather take 3 years off the end of your life?
What do you say?
Not knowing when the end is.
Shit.
Yeah, I made it tough
That's
all of a sudden.
deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take 3 years off the back end, but I don't know when the back end
Yeah.
is.
Right.
That's nutty.
You could
I think
die
I'd
right.
have fun with
You could
Groundhog
die
Day.
right
Yeah.
now if you say take 3 years off the back.
Yeah,
end.
that's crazy.
You
No, yeah, I'd probably live Groundhog Day every day.
Yep.
I
I'd
think
probably
I'll
do
perfect
something
that.
new. Like, if
Yeah.
you watch that movie, I mean, shit. I would do something new and crazy every day. If I knew I was going to redo it the next day.
I'm living until I'm 87.
Smack
I just
somebody.
take 3 off
Yeah.
the back.
I don't know if I want to live till I'm 87.
Yeah,
That's why I
at
think
that
3 off
point,
the
it's kind
bat.
of a different mindset.
84.
You know?
87, you're just grateful for everything.
A long time.
Yeah. No, you get to the point where, like, damn, is it coming?
Yeah, like what's this gonna?
I remember
Yeah.
my grandfather telling me, like, God don't want me. Because
If he did, I'd
I'm
already
still
be
here,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm still here. On
and
hell.
I can't imagine being in that mindset. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Like,
That's a
right
different
now, I'm not
feeling.
ready to go. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not ready.
Yeah.
Speaking of ready to go, I'm about to hit your fucking heart.
Oh yes.
What you got?
Would you rather die before or after your partner?
After.
After. Stand up, die.
After. I'm older. Like it wouldn't be right if she died before me.
That's very touching.
Where's she at?
I feel you though.
Like,
You don't want her to go through the pain of seeing you go either.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Very well answered.
I love your wife. Your wife's funny as hell.
Yeah, honestly.
Now, would you rather be able to take back anything you say or hear any conversation that is about you?
I'd hear any. Yeah, I'd want to hear what people are saying.
Wow. You
I don't
want
take back
head case.
shit I've said.
Yeah.
You just want to overthink everything, huh?
I don't really want to overthink it. I just want to hear it, so I don't have to overthink it.
You'd have
Yeah.
employees if you did that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'd at least know how they feel.
Like, well, I
right?
heard what you said 500 yards
Look,
out, and
if
you're
the world
fired.
could be like me,
Yeah.
give it to me between the eyes.
Right there. Bow.
If you got a problem, please let me know.
Let me know.
If I could hear every conversation about me, I'd be working on myself all the time.
All the
All the
time.
time.
And it would be frustrating.
It would be, but at some point I'd be like, "Fuck it, you like me anyway, right?"
And then you
Right.
Then you just have
You might
voices
talk
in
shit,
your
but
head.
Yeah,
you
and
like
we're
me
cool
anyway.
though, right?
Yeah,
Like-
we're good.
I don't think anybody has ever said the other question, like the other answer.
I still didn't hear you.
Everyone has said the same answer.
Huh.
That's good. Nobody has regrets apparently. Now this one's about to be wild.
I think you learn from regrets, really,
From what?
from everything you regret.
Oh yeah. I don't have any regret. That's what I'm saying because I've learned from every time I could say
Everybody's got
I
a regret
regret
of something. It can be not like a major thing, but
Yeah.
it can be small things that you're like, man, I wish I would have did that different.
I could say,
But you learn from it.
Yeah, you
I
do.
could say the only thing I regret is smacking.
Yeah.
Smacking the
Because
shit
I
Not
didn't
too
really
long
learn
ago.
anything from that. I didn't really learn anything.
No, but you smacked the shit out of the dude.
I did.
He deserved
Did
it.
deserved
you do it again?
The dude jumped out
Did I
of the
do it
car.
again?
What are you supposed to
Yes.
do?
See, you learn something.
Yeah.
He approached
You
you.
learn that you're not going to take that shit. You know,
Well,
Bro ran up on me. And
Everybody else around him saw that too. They're like,
you
okay.
run up on me, you're going to learn a lesson.
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's going to
Well,
happen.
he
You gotta
followed
see
you
what the
there.
open hand has to
He
say.
followed you there. What were you
Fucking
gonna
his
do?
horn.
You could have punched
I
him.
done the same
Ain't
shit.
got a car. I could have punched, and it makes me mad because I really should have just punched.
No,
him.
because I think a smack is way more
Way more.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
It was
Nate
over.
Diaz.
It
You
was
opened
over.
Will
slap
Smith his
me.
ass before Will Smith even did that
But,
shit.
Hey,
Chris
bro.
Rock didn't fall to the ground.
Well, that's because he slapped Pookie.
Didn't lose his glasses either.
He slapped Pookie.
We did
If
slap
that
the
was
shit out of Pookie.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, no, he's not slapping him.
Nah.
no,
But he saw a frail
Yeah, you
older
see,
man.
yeah, bro.
And he was like, I could get away with slapping him. He's not going to do nothing. What's he going to do?
right.
Right.
Stand
Right.
there.
And that's like the most disrespectful shit ever. If
You smacking
open
me or
hand
spitting on me? The two
Bro.
S's. Smack or spit.
Oh,
You're getting
bro,
touched.
you're
I
getting
promise.
it.
Right.
And this isn't going to end here.
No.
It's not going to end here.
No.
It's on site every time I
Every
see it.
time.
Every time.
Just because my manhood's in question.
And I'm thinking,
Son of a bitch.
and I'm thinking that's what time it was, and it just was a whole. nother
Well, I
thing.
mean, at the same time, she did look at him like, you better do something. And if my wife did that, I'd be like, like right now.
right now.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do
Perfect.
it. Right now.
Fuck, it's the.
Yes and no.
Right.
Your woman should have talked you out of that situation rather than pushed you towards it.
If somebody was making fun of your wife,
It's a little different.
it wasn't intentional, but he said,
But it's a
"G.I. Jane."
comedian.
I get it.
Jada don't love him like that.
I get it. But you're on a public platform.
Correct.
You're live.
You
You're live when
You
you
just
do
don't do
Yeah.
it.
They already don't want
You
a
don't.
brother.
I'm
Actually,
not
you
meant
check
for
her
live
about it
TV.
later.
Yeah.
You check her later about it.
I am not
Say,
meant for
listen,
the
I know
live.
you want
You
me
could
to,
have
but
handled
I'm
that
not
off
going
camera.
to, and we'll
Like
talk
as soon
about
as
it
that
later.
as soon as that light went off and we went to commercial, you're gonna
Then you're getting
understand why I was pissed.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna know. I'm gonna let you know. And the thing is, they knew each other.
And I thought it was fake. I honestly thought it was
Yeah, see, that's
Hey,
what
give
I
me a
kinda
heads
thought.
up, homie.
Yeah, hey, bro, I'm gonna
Give me a heads up on
Yeah, bro.
Like me and Joey make fun of each other a lot, but if we took it to wives, we're gonna have an issue.
That's just, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had homies
There's
take
just
it to
some
wives.
things you don't take the
No.
joke to.
And-
Like, you
and-
can make fun of me all
That's
you want.
fine. Clown me, bro, yeah.
You know what
But
I mean?
how
And
many,
most people are like,
how
oh,
many
it's
people knew
alopecia.
about her hair condition?
It's
I fucking
alopecia.
didn't. It is now. It's all over now.
It's about alopecia.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this.
But I've seen women be crushed by that fact. Like I worked next to a stylist that those people didn't want to be seen with no hair.
Like
Right.
it killed her whole
of course.
persona.
So if that was your wife,
Well, like you said,
You
a
wouldn't have gone up there and done
haircut's life changing.
it is. And
Yeah.
for women, that's their
You
identity.
don't want to
bro,
not
my
have
wife
hair.
gets her hair cut maybe twice a year. I get my hair
But
cut.
imagine if she,
You know?
imagine if you
So-
went up and buzzed a piece off. How's she gonna feel about herself when she has to shave it off?
Either way it goes, I'm not sure, but I'm punching somebody. I feel like.
I feel like I'm gonna,
Like,
I'm
what
gonna
you got?
win.
Like
I'm
somebody's
gonna win.
getting touched.
I'm gonna be like
But I'm
this.
gonna
Chris,
win.
Definitely, he's gonna know when I'm bothered. I'm
Who got
gonna.
it?
You're 57. I think Chris Rock is up there too. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, you guys are old.
I probably say if that was my homie and I've been working with you, whatever, I'd check you.
Oh, you're gonna
I would
get
check
checked.
you so hard. I'm anticipating a fight.
You're gonna get checked,
Yeah,
but
but I don't know if I
in
would've
that
done that.
arena of things,
Right.
I'm not gonna fumble the bag.
No, you
And he
can't.
fumbled the
Yeah.
bag.
Well, did he?
Yes.
Maybe he wants to be done.
Okay, but why?
I don't know.
You're doing so good at it.
I don't know.
Will
He's gonna
Smith
be good
was
the rest
the
of his life.
untouchable-
Everybody that has
He
Will
was the
Smith's
untouchable
blood,
actor that he couldn't do no wrong.
I
He
think
didn't even cuss in his
Denzel
music.
is that actor.
He didn't even cuss in his music.
Facts.
Well,
I'm putting case.
big wiggy step.
And
Nah,
this
nah,
motherfucker,
nah,
look,
nah,
he
nah.
said the most cuss
Nah,
words you've
nah,
ever
nah.
heard
I
him
think
say.
I think he felt like Jada wasn't behind him for however long she wasn't behind him, and when she looked at him and said, like, "Are you gonna do something?" He was like, "Yo, this is my moment to get her behind me again," and now she's still not behind
Can
me.
we
That
Tank
man has
Davis in
been
here?
fighting.
How
for,
would you feel after that?
Fight somebody's life.
He's been fighting for that woman's love his whole life.
And
Ever
he-
since she said she
And
would
he
never love
slapped the
him
shit out
as
of
much
Chris
as she
Rock
did
and still
Tupac.
ain't got
So
it.
you know the history of that.
Kids.
Imagine if your wife tells you, "I'll never love you as much as this other dude."
And then your kid
We're
wakes up
done.
to Tupac talking about.
Bro, I'm
And
out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Out.
I'm out.
And
Out that
he's
second.
dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mouth.
he's dead.
Never coming back.
And then you brought in another man into your house and he slept with your wife.
Twice half the age.
Yeah. Bro, and you're
She's
sticking
been
around for this? Like,
she's
bro, I
been-
don't feel sorry for
He's
you.
doing
at this
it for the
point.
kids, but she's been disrespecting him to his
You
face
can't do
for a
that for
long
the
time.
kids.
That's wild.
It's worse
For
for
the
the
kids.
kids.
His
It's
kid
worse
was
for the
writing
kids.
letters to Tupac talking about Tupac come back so me and my mom can
All right, well, fuck
Machiavelli in this.
Machiavelli.
The Illuminati.
Bro.
My kids don't even love me.
We got one more question.
Oh yeah.
And wow, I don't know how I didn't see this question before, but okay.
What is
Let's go.
Would you
it
rather-
interesting?
Walk in on your parents,
Wow.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
or would you rather have them walk in on you?
I want them to walk in on me. Dad, look what I'm doing, bro.
100%.
Bow!
That's a proud
Bow!
dad moment at
It's your mom. It's your
bare
mom.
minimum.
It's your
At-
mom.
Your
Well,
mom
she's
walking
gonna
in?
tell
Mom?
your dad, and you're gonna have a proud dad moment at
Yeah.
bare minimum.
Nothing to be proud about.
I
walking
would
in.
have had no aspirations to see my parents do anything.
I'm good on all
Good
that.
on all that.
Yeah, they can
If
come
he
see
walks
your
in
boy.
on me, I can get
It is
over
what
that.
it
I'll
is.
probably fucking run away if I saw that shit.
Yeah, I'll get
Like
over
getting
that.
caught jerking off.
Oh Lord,
Like, well, I
I
know
mean,
I'm
that's
13 and
more
all, but I'm out.
that's much more. Than
Then get
Yeah, I'm
it
13.
in.
I'm out.
yes.
And your mom
if I'm,
walks
if
in?
I'm buzzing into somebody else and my
But
mom
your
walk
mom
in,
walks in.
she
Your
know
mom walks
I'm-
in.
she know I'm doing that.
Do you finish?
My mom don't know.
That's why you make your.
Oh, yeah. Do you finish?
Oh,
my God. Damn. Are you like a deer in headlights?
Hey, 5 more minutes. Damn.
Damn.
Ma.
5 minutes.
on.
I know dinner's ready. Fuck.
You know
She
what?
won't get on you beating, bro.
My
yourself.
mom
Bro,
is
that's
gonna
different.
flip.
I had a
You've
roommate
had that?
walk in.
No, I'm saying if that
Oh
happened,
my
that's
God.
different. That's like an embarrassment for like both.
Bro,
of
We're
my
about to
mom
break
is
that
gonna
down if it
flip.
happened to.
Your mom would
Oh, flip.
flipped.
Mad. I have
Oh hell no! Not my baby. We're mad.
I have Hispanic parents, bro. She's gonna flip.
My parents wouldn't even allow me to have a girl in my room.
No.
Mine
wasn't until I was
wouldn't
18.
either for a
It was
while.
18,
Until I was
couldn't
18.
tell me no.
When'd you lose your virginity? When'd you all lose your virginity?
16.
Next question,
I was
please.
later.
Wow.
It was later in my life. You know, I was a good kid. You know?
I was
16.
13.
I was 16.
16.
Yeah, I gave it to my sister's friend.
I was 14.
He said my sister's friend. I took a shortcut.
I was in 8th grade.
I unrolled the condom first and then tried to put it on.
Yeah.
That don't work.
No.
Nah.
I think I've been approved from the jump. And that's it. This is week 6.
Jump Street.
That's why it's edited. And that's how we ended on National Sex Day.
Hey,
It is.
We're here with Ramiro.
It is.
That was a great episode here. Episode 6, Shop Talk.
Yes, sir.
We'll holler at y'all. See y'all next week.
Love y'all.
Peace.